Join Card Tricks live on Whatnot, the only place for regular wrestling breaks in the UK. Get £5 off your first purchase using code SCRNEW. Maybe that turns into your first one-of-one auto. Only one way to find out. Follow Card Tricks UK on Instagram and join the WhatsApp group via the link in the bio for all the latest news of what we are breaking and when. Let's get ready to rumble! Code only valid for first-time Card Tricks customers.
And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 59. I've just checked with Jamie and Dave. It is 59. Squared Circle Relics Podcast. How we doing, boys?
Woohoo!
Good?
Woohoo! All right. Yeah, not bad.
Under the sea. I mean, we started talking about the weather last time, but it's got progressively fucking worse.
It's actually like weird weather now, isn't it? So
no, it's flooding everywhere. So yeah, we're all pretty like fucked, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, well, all our plans of meeting up went out the window. Well, went under the sea this week, so that didn't work out well, did it? So, but it's just is what it is. There's nothing we can do. Act of God.
Allegedly, if you believe in one, or several, you never know, depending on religion. But yeah,
you good? Other than the weather,
Jamie, you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm not too bad at all. Just waiting for the rain to bugger off, really, more than anything, to be fair. But no, yeah, I'm doing all right.
Well, this is for me and Chris, really, because I know that you weren't well, but I was really bad last week. I caught a cold from my wife, and I was pretty laid up bad last week. Well, the thing is, I couldn't even be laid up because I had so much work on, and I worked all the way through, and I got the weekend was a nightmare as well because it was Stanley caught a bit of it as well, and we had to do potty training still with him. Came to Monday, man, I was wiped out. I was just got 2 days, Monday, Tuesday. I was not on this planet. So since then, recovered, getting better. How are you, Chris? Because I know you were not feeling it either.
Yeah, no, I wasn't nowhere near as bad as you, but mine was my kid was sick. And then I was thinking, oh no, I'm going to get it. And I didn't actually get it that bad. I will just say I'm a bit flustered because I've literally got home 2 minutes to 7.
Oh, really?
I've just had a haircut.
Yeah.
So I literally
said.
Dave, I've been wanting to bring this up with you for ages. Do you remember when we first started the pod? And I had quite long hair, and I just had a haircut short like it is now.
Yeah.
And you said to me, you've had a haircut, and I went out of nowhere straight away. I just went, I've had loads, and it was just a proper arseholey thing to say. It's been on my mind ever since. So sorry about that.
Right.
I don't know why I said it.
It's like every 2 years later.
Every now and again, I'll just think of it. Why did you say that?
What did you say that to?
Why were you an arsehole? But no, good.
I was just laughed it off, man. But
You
yeah,
did,
that's
you
like
did.
That's like 2
it was
years ago.
proper ages ago. But every time I get a haircut, just before the pod, I think, oh God, don't be rude to Dave again.
It's all right. It's all right. To be honest, because you were wearing your headphones, I didn't really notice, to be honest.
Yeah, so I had to turn it to the side. So
you're wearing your Princess Leia headphones.
Yeah.
They're pretty big.
He's got his cans on. I just realised I don't think we've ever seen Lloydy with any facial hair. Me and Chris always got some of a beard, but
I did grow a beard recently, at the start of the year, around Christmas it was. I just thought, right, fuck it, I'm going to grow a beard. So I did grow a beard for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then shaved it off because
itchy as hell at 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't do well. To be honest, I wanted to see how grey it was because obviously my hair's getting really grey now. You can't really see it on camera, but it's especially the wings at the side are getting very grey. and much more so in the last couple of years. So I just wanted to see what it would be like. And oh yes,
was it like mine?
Yeah, I mean it was.
Less
I don't
salt
think.
and pepper.
Yeah, it was a lot more than I thought it was, to be honest. Because I used to have a lot of red. Because I got a lot of Celtic blood in me, and I used to have a lot of red in my beard, and that red is not red anymore. It's very grey. So yeah, it didn't really suit me.
Was it full Santa Claus potentially?
No, not that bad just yet. But my wife doesn't like me with facial hair anyway. She likes a smooth face to kiss. But no, she's not a big fan of it. I don't think I look well wearing it, to be honest. Other people look great. Chris, yourself, you look fantastic with a beard. I think Trav looks great with a beard as well. But ultimately, it's not for me. If you want me to grow one, I'll insist. If you want. By the next
for Jamie.
Do you want for the next podcast? Let's do it 2 weeks. I won't shave for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And see what happens. And if you like the result, I'll probably still shave it off.
I don't know what we would have to be the defining factor.
I'll have to inform the wife. The problem I have is that I may or may not. It's because it's Stanley's birthday next week. I know as well. Shout out Johnny Tancredi as well. It's his birthday next week as well. Tancredi. But yeah, for next weekend, I might have to have some photos for Stanley's birthday. So I'm not too sure I can get away with stubble.
AI, mate. Google AI. That'll give it. Delete beard.
I just say, you said about the grey in the beard. I think it's funny because when I was growing up, when I would make a creator wrestler on a wrestling game, I'd always give myself a big beard, but I'd give myself like a grey or a white line in my beard, like right here, right down where I've actually, and then as I grew a beard and it started to go grey, I was like, oh shit.
Cool mode.
Creator wrestler, yeah, cool mode. So yeah, I thought that was cool. Right, shall we talk some wrestling? Have we been watching anything?
Oh,
that's it.
Go on. You know, I mean, we have to talk about Jamie McMahon. Before Jamie tells us
what's going on in AEW.
The thing is, I don't want to talk about the McMahon thing much because a lot of people probably still haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it only came out yesterday.
I'm in episode 5.
I'm on 3. I fell asleep.
But I think the biggest sum up of it is that we all know all this information anyway.
Yeah. I think this is my thought of it. I think it's a very well put together piece, but it is very much a network documentary, but with a gritty dark side of the ring edge. There's nothing new there,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, it was ruined right at the start, and this is the only thing I really say. I'll take out from the documentary of it is that he basically said, oh, the stories I could tell, but I'm not going to tell you any of those. I'll just give you just enough to get by.
To make you not look like her, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, well, it's not going to have anything that we don't already know. And then after hours of watching it, I've summarised the fact that it's everything that we know. Mm-hmm. And anything that is a tiny bit spicy that gets then told by people, then told back to him to get his reaction to what was said, just ends up with him saying, no, that's not true.
He just poo-poos it, doesn't he? He's just like,
business.
That didn't happen.
Yeah.
So it's
loving Bret Hart in it, though. I love Bret Hart, the way he's he reminds myself of me, the way as he's got older and older, he's just more and more grumpy. Don't you think? And he just doesn't give a shit, and he just tells.
He calls a spade, though, doesn't he? He just says what it is.
He did make my lip wobble last night when he was because I've heard him talk about Owen and stuff like that, and he's never really got overly emotional on camera when he's done it. And I've seen him live as well, do a talk and stuff like that. And then when he was talking about the screw job, he was saying, that Owen was a calming person. He was to his left, and he was just saying, look, you're amazing. everyone knows you've been screwed out of this. Everyone's got your back, And he was just like, he was such a calming influence, and his like lip started to go, and he was just, you could see
his voice was breaking.
Yeah, and that I've never seen him like that before, talking about Owen, because he's always been very factual about everything, and not necessarily emotional about anything. And that's the first time I've seen him do that. And out of anything, that affected me more than anything in that show, to be honest.
I'll tell you who does surprise me. How the hell has Tony Atlas got such a prominent position in all these in this entire series? Fucking Tony Atlas is like a talking head on every topic. He knows all about everything.
Did he even wrestle in like the WWF?
He wasn't even
sort
around.
Of 1990 or maybe even before that.
He's just like, we treat women like shit, and it was like, all right, Tony, well done.
I just find him such a strange talking. And you get Jimmy Hart, who comes along and says, "Oh, how much do we really want out there?" And then you never see Jimmy Hart ever again after that one line. Just
that was weird.
It's really weird.
Yeah,
I don't think we're the right audience for it. I think because if you'd fallen out of love of wrestling after the Attitude Era and had no idea what was going on since, and this was all news to you, then it's probably the perfect documentary. But I think if you're been following wrestling, you know all these things. I don't think you're going to learn anything new. But
do you know who it's for? I refer this like in the UK, not necessarily the world, but in the UK, when you say to people, "I like wrestling," and they go, "Big Daddy, giant haystacks." Those are the kind of people that would actually benefit from watching this, because it's a great insight to a world that they probably have no idea. But to the educated of it all, and the marks, let's just call us what we are, marks. We all know all these stories. We all know the references. Yeah. Unless there's something big in this, other than like there's nothing really that I would say that I took away that I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So
I think it does on a different note. I know you kind of hear these rumors and stories, and you know these are out there, but I think having them in such a prominent thing and having Vince even like ask about them, it just makes it doesn't really get that whole image of actually what a piss poor situation the whole thing is and what type of person Vince is in the first place. Like even discussing like the stuff that has gone on and kind of, what's his thoughts on this? What's his thoughts on that? Like the fact that he's been even arseholes in the first place, even though there's no response here, it's still quite harrowing. You think, shit, like it's not a very good place to be in around the WF around that period at all. It's going to be a totally different industry now. Vince isn't in it. We like to think it would be anyway.
We hope, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is like, and he does refer to this within it. It's like time and place of what was actually happening. Like, when you made Sergeant Slaughter the main guy, the main focal point of being like the figurehead of the Iraqis before the Iraqi war and stuff like that. And, like the heels being the foreigners and thing like that. On reflection of it, that's a terrible idea. Mm. But at the time,
that's hindsight, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all hindsight, and that's the thing. It's I find it so hard to judge or make judgments anymore. I think the world is full of it. We call them whatever we want to, like keyboard warriors, whatever, like the woke community and stuff like that. And I think a lot of it is true, and I agree with a lot of it. But to try to say, back in the 90s, that was so wrong. It's like, yeah, but it's time and place, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
The world is a totally different place, isn't it? Yeah.
But I do agree. Like, I don't think it was ever a happy or conducive working environment. They're all paid contractors at the end of the day as well. If you think about it, none of the wrestlers were permanent staff either.
Yeah.
No.
So it's just it's a bit weird situation, to be honest.
I think the crazy thing that was that Vince said that no one had contracts in the 90s until WCW. It was all handshake agreements, which is why a lot of these guys could just jump shit, which is mad. And then Austin and Taker both saying they don't believe in CTE in a roundabout way. You think, Jesus Christ, Like Taker saying he didn't have a concussion at WrestleMania 30, and Austin was saying, "Well, I've never had a concussion in all my career." You just think, man, how can you just poo-poo this kind of stuff? But there's some interesting nuggets there, but I don't think it's a McMahon doc. It's more just that overview of wrestling as a whole, I think, really.
I learned nothing new about McMahon.
No, not do I.
Nothing.
It's for wives and girlfriends. It's the sort of thing you could watch with them because you want to watch something wrestling, and they might enjoy it because it's documentary style. But
I tried that yesterday with the wife, and she didn't get off her phone, so that didn't really work.
Oh yeah, to be fair, I tried it with mine, and she chose to watch the Wrexham show instead, and I was like, okay, good show, but yeah,
not massive. Like this is very formulaic. Of these are all the fans, aren't they great? Oh, well, there's a football game as well. Great. It's not great. Jamie, tell us what's going on in the rest of the world of wrestling, please.
I've not
seen much.
We know one thing
yet.
in the notes. Yeet.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Dave's face does not look impressed.
Yeah, well, they're just setting. Either him for Bron for winning the title again, or getting him the big shot of the big title, basically. So
yeah,
either way.
Yeah, I thought it was world championship sort of push.
It seems a bit weird to give him such a short run, but whatever. Oh, my camera's gone off, so
that's all right. We can pretend.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's gone.
I'm still here. Hello.
To be honest, though, other than that, WWE wise, I haven't really been paying too much attention. Doesn't seem to be nothing too crazy going on at the moment.
I mean, I think we've got Bad Blood coming up, but I think everyone already knows what we've got match wise. I think it's just getting to those pay per views at this point, isn't it? I've not seen anything really WWE wise, and there's nothing that I've gone, I'll have to go back and double check that, or anything that people are saying, what is an amazing thing, check it out. But
nope.
AEW
wise,
I've not seen Dynamite yet. So I haven't
Slacker, Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon has
sucked the life out of me. I just didn't get a chance to watch it this morning before work. So I can't give you any spoilers. I'm afraid I can't give you nothing. So I can make it up. Shall I make up what happened?
Yeah. What did MJF do this time round?
I think MJF is still out, but let's go with the idea that Danielson and McGuinness went to a draw. Let's just say that happened. That was for the world title. Mox beat Darby Allin, I reckon, for his title shot. That definitely happened.
Definitely happened.
And then we had Ospreay and the Young Bucks in the tag team title match. Fuck it. Let's say United Empire won the tag belts for the sake of it, just to stir the Young Bucks up or something. And then Bobby Lashley come in and speared everybody. Let's just say Bobby Lashley come through as well.
Excellent.
Yeah, good show.
Was MVP with him as well? Did he get a spear as well?
Let's say the whole lot were there.
All right, fuck it. Why not?
Cedric, Shelton, the lot, Bobby, MVP. They're all there against the clock. Is it collocation? Is that what they're calling it?
Is Cedric still in WWE? Did he get let go? I don't even know.
I think he's gone, isn't he?
No idea. I don't know. No idea.
Let me Google him. Cedric Alexander. He was all part of the Hurt Business, wasn't he?
Yeah. But I don't know if he's still at WWE. I know Shelton's probably left though.
Oh no, he is. Yes, signed to the NXT brand.
Shelton's gone.
Yeah, Cedric is still there, holding on for dear life.
I told you, man. He's like the WWE cockroach. He's a nuclear bomb might go off, but Cedric Alexander will still be with the WWE.
He's this generation's JT Genie.
He's been there a long while.
Yeah. Doing nothing, just there.
Cool. Right. Should we talk some card news?
Card
news. Cool. Right. Let's start off with some WWE. So we've had Panini Photogenic kind of come out. Kind of. Dutch auction style on both, wasn't it? So first off the line was first up. That hit the floor, I want to say.
Close to.
First of the line hit like 275 around there.
That's right, yeah.
So I think 200 was the floor.
So not far off.
It weren't far off.
And Hobby did hit the floor, didn't it? So that was 150,
Cool, yeah.
I believe. Which is about right, I think. I think that's a decent price. 150.
Yeah. I was surprised that, considering people got a good look at FOTL, and we'll cover FOTL Photogenic on the next show.
Yeah.
I'll do the breakdown. But from what everyone saw FOTL, I think it was pretty much well received, i.e., I'll get into my thoughts about it next week. I personally think it's one of the best, if not the best product that they've done. So I'm surprised when the Hobby came out, it didn't get snapped up quite quick, to be honest. But it's what it is. Let's cover it next week anyway.
So just really quickly with Photogenic. So did First Off the Line, was that available on Whatnot before the Hobby Dutch auction happened or not?
No.
I'm not sure. I don't think so, no.
No, sorry. The Dutch FOTL was on Whatnot before the Dutch auction of Hobby.
Right, okay, so people had seen it, because I wondered if it had been seen, would it have actually sold out quicker?
Must have been like
I think it was like 2 days before.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, and I was just interested because the response was so good. I'm surprised it hit the floor, considering.
That's what I'm saying.
So maybe people saw FOTL and saw kind of, you get the low numbered cards with that. And maybe it puts people off then going for a hobby box. Do you know what I mean? Just because you don't get that kind of guarantee, do you?
But there was a lot of 5s and 10s that came out of it that weren't FOTL. So I was like, if you look at it, you think, oh, if you took the FOTL out, would I still get some good hits? And I think, compared to other stuff we've seen, like AEW, the hits look like it was worth the while, as it were. Yeah. So,
okay, cool.
But you just don't know until Hobby hits. You know what I mean?
No,
it hits and it might be shit. So you just don't know.
Shit.
Cool. So staying with Panini, we spoke about it last week, so really quickly, obviously, free count has been announced. That is the 15th of November. And I've seen it up for $250. Free cards. They better be good.
I think, to be honest, if you get one big hit, you've made your money. But you need one big hit. If you get 3 cards out and one of them's Vinci, one of them's Otis, and the other one's, I don't know,
Caden Carter,
Nia Jax or something, and you're like, I've just spent 250 quid and my return value of it is what, $10, maybe $20,
$15,
yeah. And it's like, well, that was a bad decision to make. And we say this, White Sparkle came out as well. Before all of this happened with Photogenic FOTL, but that kind of thing happened. Those very similar, right? 3 cards, and I saw some packs with brilliant hits, and I saw some packs with what I've just said, basically. Yeah. So it's, you roll the dice. If you've got $250 to spend on potentially nothing, well, you could potentially quadruple your money, but you could also come away with nothing. So that's gambling, people. Good fun.
Big time.
Gambler's box, 3 games.
Yeah, it is.
Cool,
but I'm glad that exists, though. But I am glad that exists. Because
it's nice to have nice to have options
product,
of how much you want to spend and kind of what cards if you're looking for higher end stuff. And it's still cheaper than Impeccable and Immaculate. So cool. Panini Instants. I really struggled with this. Have we spoken about this before? Bash in Berlin and No Mercy. I don't.
We've done it last time, I think. Yeah.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, we're all good.
Oh, fuck that then. We don't need to talk about
I don't think we did. But
I didn't think we did. I looked at the notes and I looked at the transcripts and I couldn't see anything. But,
okay.
Yeah.
We didn't. I'm pretty sure I messaged you about it, but look, they came out. Nobody really cared.
There's still to 5s left on there. And autos, I think there was a Nia Jax auto.
Wasn't this the set? So the set before came out. That had the Liv and the Dom.
Yeah.
This one was the. I think there was two, wasn't there, to talk about? There was the women. So yeah, Jade and Bianca as a dual auto, and you also had Gulia first card as well.
Of course, yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was it.
And that went bananas
very quick.
So
Yeah, I think Tommy from the ATP got one of the top 5s of that. Because I said I was gonna, this is it. I said I was gonna get some base cards because there was a Roxanne Perez and the Gulia one as well. But I totally forgot about it. Forgot they even existed. So
there you go. It's fine. You've got me. I'm your backup, mate. Don't worry.
And I've got no fucking clue what we spoke about last one. They all blended into one for me.
Colonel Chaos over there. Something fucking came out. I missed it anyway.
Cool. That's about it from Panini and WWE at the moment. I mean, we're going to talk AEW 2024 Series 4 a bit later in the big topic, but it is out now. It is available in the UK on sportstrading.co.uk, and blasters have started coming out on the Upper Deck website as well. So they are out. We have new AEW product for the first time this year. Excellent.
Yay!
It's good though. It's a good start.
It is. It's nice.
It's a good start. It's
fucking
September. It's a good start. It's a good start. Out the blocks early.
Nice and early.
Yeah. Okay. We will as well. I'll reach out and try to get the person who did that product on. And we'll be candid with them as well about like the mistakes that we've seen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everyone always says the first thing out of anyone's mouth generally when a new product comes out is AEW are fucked up doing this. So like, let's just talk to them about it, because ultimately they've always had issues. What have they done to fix these issues?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
It's a talking point. Let's bring it to them. I'll set something up at some point, but there's no rush.
Cool. That's about it from the wrestling card world. I have just shoved this on the notes. I don't know if either of you two have seen this, but POG, the official POG brand, has brought out or are bringing out new product. So they're bringing out a hobby box, numbered POGs.
And the actual POGs, like the little Captain Caveman type.
Yep, Captain Caveman, Kinney guy, whatever he was. £92 for the hobby box. Or
have you got the link to it? You can send.
I have.
I might go in for a box for this. I used to like POGs.
I think my wife might even go in for it. But we were talking about POGs the other day. She loved POGs, man. Might get it for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the link now. £92 a box. There's only 5,100 boxes produced. There's going to be 22 karat gold leaf slammers in there, numbered to 430. Unique serial numbered box.
We just came.
24 karat gold POG. That is amazing, isn't it?
Gold leaf.
Oh, okay, gold leaf. Is it still plastic underneath?
Aluminium metal slammers, numbered to 860. And for Dave, POG digital collectible, numbered to 430. So
nice.
They've seen the kind of card, the rise of trading cards again, and I think they thought, right, let's get on the bandwagon.
Oh, I've seen it now. So it's like
POG Unlimited
pre-order.
.com.
Okay.
Mad thing is, though, if you get 2 boxes, you get a free tournament mat. Now, that might be worth chipping in and trying to get a couple of mats.
We could have games.
We could see if we get POG on the show.
That's pretty cool.
Thing is, with POGs, if you got one of them numbered ones, you wouldn't want to actually play the game with it, would you?
No, you wouldn't. No.
You'd get all fucked up.
It's quite funny, actually, because the box, like one of the pictures on the box is the original picture of POGs, isn't it? It's like a black box, but there's original pictures on there. That's quite mad.
It looks cool, though, yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
this is really digressing.
Jamie's like, I'm in.
I think if you scroll down the page, Lloydy, there's also digital pogs to collect. Now, that might be something you might want to get involved with.
Yeah, you can get a case for £909.
That's on sale as well, yeah.
That's on sale as well. So you save
240 quid off.
40 quid off. Yeah.
Boom.
Okay, we'll discuss this after the show.
So purchases next time might well involve some pogs. Do you know what though? I saw it and it was like a Facebook ad, and I saw it and I thought it looked like fake or
Dodge.
Yeah. But then the more I've looked into it, so like I was like, oh, I'm going to order one, and then I thought, hold up, slow down, Chris, slow down, don't rush into it. And it actually is. It seems legit. So yeah,
It is legit, yeah.
I may well have to order one of them.
I think it might be worth us reaching out to Pogs to do a squared circle session with us, talk about why they've come back and all that sort of stuff. I'll be up for doing it.
Oh, Jamie, if you can do that show, that would be amazing.
All right, leave it with me. Action
them-
for the meeting.
Send them a clip of me talking about French pogs from a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Tell them I'm the reason that this is all coming back. There you go.
And my little pog maker. I've got to
ask
make my
Jamie
own
to do
pogs.
that. Don't ask Jamie to do that, because he won't send him that. He'll send him the clip of me
Margaret
talking
also,
about
yeah.
your hair, and you go in, oh, I have lots of them. And then that would be well confusing. The pog people will be like, what? But yeah.
Oh, dear.
They'll just go, Colonel Chaos strikes again.
They won't know. They won't. There is actually one piece of card news that we haven't covered, and we should really, because Tommy's actually buying us this stuff.
Mm.
Do you want to go through it? Because I can't remember the name of the guy.
K Gust.
That's it.
K Gust. Yeah, so me and Tommy bought some of these. Me, Tommy, and Wes actually bought some of these 2 years ago, I want to say. I think we skipped last year. Really nice cards. They're like smaller custom cards, and they're all drawn. So they're all like cartoony.
They're like Cigarello, but a bit bigger.
Yeah, a little bit bigger.
Cards.
Yeah. I don't have the checklist to hand, but let's try and name some of the people in
No,
there.
I've got them, like, just from looking at the picture. Well, May's in there, 100%.
Yes.
Chelsea's in there.
Chelsea.
Obafemi, Trick Williams.
Yeah. Believe in
King.
Joe Hendry. So there's a few in there.
Wesley.
Amari Miller, is that? Sol Ruka.
Fatu, the new one.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob, the new one.
The new
The new one,
Lexus
the new
King.
bloodline.
Lexus
Yeah.
King's in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of cool ones in there.
Good names in there, yeah.
Zooming in on one of them.
Is that Slamovich as well? She's in there.
Slamovich, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a good spread. It's going to be a good... and I think we're all in for it this time round, pretty much, from the ATP, aren't we? So
Yeah,
it's
the
gonna
problem
be-
with that is we're going to need you, Dave. You ran the random for us last time, didn't you?
I can still do it. It was just...
You can't do it if you're involved.
Well, no, I can be
you can't do it.
impartial.
You can't do it. We'll get
the thing-
someone.
Well, no, all we need to do is come on to a conversation like this, and then somebody have a wheel on the screen and just do it while
We'll
we're on
spin
the
the wheel,
screen.
yeah.
Yeah, spin the wheel.
Yeah, no worries. We'll get someone in to do that.
Chris is worrying
but
about
wait,
shenanigans.
I'm not having any shenanigans going on. No,
That's
I don't-
not. That's
I'm joking.
fair. Like a random wheel that we're all in at the same time watching it. That's fair.
We'll see.
Okay.
But we
That
are
sounds like it's not
literally
happening,
all of
Lloydy.
us. It's not happening. All of us are in it this
I'm shaking
time,
my
so
head.
We can't tell. But yeah, last time we did it draft wise, and then obviously you get, I think it's 2 parallels per pack. But you can see the parallels like didn't come in like a pack almost. It was like they were separate. Yeah. So there was no way to fairly do it. So yeah, we kind of did it draft, and It was
Snake.
fun. So
Yeah,
snake draft. So it
The
was
snake
really
draft, yeah. So,
And I feel
no,
like
look-
everyone kind of got at least one card that they thought, yeah, it's actually a decent card sort of thing.
Well, this is what I'm a bit like. I think the thing is, it's not going to be fair though to do it because he'll get all the packs, but ultimately, because some of us are going to buy 2, some of us are going to buy 1 pack, and it's like you'll either have. It's going to add more confusion if we buy multiple packs. You see what I mean with regarding the amount of slots you have in the draft.
Yeah.
So this is what it is. We'll work it out.
We'll figure it out.
Be fun.
We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
it'd be fun.
And what about the first 30 orders? What's the guaranteed hit that you get with this order? That
Oh, you tell us,
very
Jamie.
exciting.
You tell us because you'll be the one who's excited.
Oh, you get your own. There's a chance of getting a Joe Hendry lenticular card with it's like his Titantron. He looks at the back and then you turn and he looks at you, which is a really cool little chase, actually, to be honest.
I tell you what, if we get
lenticulars
one,
are back in fashion.
if we get one, and I'm first in the draft, I will pass on it.
Oh, just for Jamie.
No, it's just because I didn't like Joe Henry. But,
You do not believe. Jamie,
I don't
how
believe.
many times at All In did you sing that to me? What do you reckon?
I don't remember.
20, 30?
I don't remember.
On the way home. You
Yeah,
don't
no, I don't
remember.
remember.
You don't remember.
remember
Oh,
that.
okay.
He wasn't
It was
even-
all a bit of a blur after we left All In, Chris. I tried to forget what happened after we left All In. Oh, dear.
You did though, genuinely.
Do you know what my missus said to me today about when I booked my travel for work? She said to me, make sure you get the right dates. I was like, yeah, okay, thanks for that.
Make sure you get the right country.
Exactly, yeah.
Run in.
Oh, dear.
Got to run in.
Jamie goes to Lebanon. Can you actually get into Lebanon these days? I don't even know. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
You can go to,
But anyway.
you can go to Israel.
Yeah, dear, oh dear.
Like, genuinely,
don't-
you can. I was looking the other day.
Oof.
I was really
God.
bored. It's crazy where you can get flights to, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, right. I think that's us done for card news, yeah? Any others,
news.
Dave's? Any other news? No?
No, the Gust one was the only one I can remember.
Cool, right. Shall we mosey on over to Jamie's Corner?
The Colonel's Corner.
It's got a certain je ne sais quoi to it, Jamie. I like it.
Rename. Right, we go to the corner then. So, Wrestling Card Wednesday. I actually put it out on a Wednesday and no one had to put it in the chat for me or have to prompt me, oh, what day is it? I'd done it on time. How proud are you boys of me for doing it on time yesterday?
Well done. You did the bare minimum.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
I will say, though, I did... Chris messaged me and was like,
lie.
we're not recording today. I was like, no, I'd done it on purpose so I can write the notes down. What didn't I do? I didn't write the notes down, did I? So...
It just
we've got
seemed
it for us.
like your normal kind of thing, do you know what I mean? I was
Yeah, no.
genuinely concerned that you thought we were recording yesterday.
No.
Cool.
Not me. So let's run through what we had. So we had a post from Chris. He put up his out of 10 Austin Theory Prism Gold, saying he only needs the 1 of 1 to get the complete rainbow. So he's on the chase for that one. Then we had our very own Chris. Chris, do you want to run through what you put up on Wrestling Card Wednesday?
1 of 1 Randall Keith Orton Slam Attacks Chrome finally in
Lovely
hand.
bit of gold.
Very nice.
And then we had Tommy of the ATP. He put on his 1 of 1 since we were doing 1 of 1s. He put up his Shido 1 of 1 auto, which again is a very nice card. That's not the one he had in the back of his phone case, is it?
No.
No, different.
No, I don't think it was.
He had
So,
he had a
Super
that was
Fractal, wasn't it?
Series 2, and he had
Allure.
Allure.
No. So yeah, that's what we had for Wrestling Card Wednesday this week.
Ow.
Have we got any honourable mentions we want to chuck in there, or?
Wasn't there a Brett Gold?
Oh, we had Timmy as well. Yes, we had the WrestleMania Moments Gold Brett undercard, which is a very nice card as well. So yes, that was the other one we had come through. So yeah, we'll do Wrestling Card Wednesday here next week. And only other thing in the corner this week, so regular feature that we started bringing through a little while ago. I have now completed the Ruby Red Wave for Prism Year 1. So I was
right.
Yeah, well
I
done.
needed to try and work out how to get through the end of it, and I had to go through Comedy and just buy all the ones I needed. So that now allows me to move on to the next set. So I will be now moving through to try and finish off the Orange Flash for Select 2022. So on to the next, as they say. But yeah, I was really chuffed to get that done. Surprising, the most. Sorry, mate.
I said well done, and I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
I said well done as well.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Well done. There you go.
Well, I will say the most expensive card to buy was the Brumbreaker Ruby Red out of all the cards, which is very surprising. But that cost me nearly $20 for the bronze, so it does show you.
$20.
Yeah, for the Ruby Red.
Whoa! I'll tell you what, my stuff must be worth cheddar if that red is going for 20, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
Yeah. I looked
Crazy.
at the Bron red, white, and blue yesterday on ComC, and that was even might have even been below Live, the second most expensive. So
yeah.
still 15, 20, I think.
And the next expensive one was about 15, and that was for Nazca. So yeah, very strange. But yeah, Brumbreaker, most expensive cards to buy of the parallel. So there you are, Lloydy. That gives you a little bit of a little thing to think about there.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, that's it really. Nothing more for me in the Colonel's Corner. So yeah, we'll go to the book.
Colonel's Corner. Oh, I love it.
Well,
Go on.
we say we'll go to the Nook, but unfortunately we won't go to the Nook. We're gonna go to the President's Hole because we spoke about the weather earlier. We couldn't quite. We've all got the
couldn't get
cards. We just couldn't get there, and we decided that we were going to exchange in person rather than post. So yeah, next time.
And to be honest, the posters are all going to be fucked up anyway because of can't get anywhere.
Postman can't swim.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, yeah. Bring out the boats.
All things considered, the only route that you could have got to the pub was closed. You'd have to go down to the M25 and back up in order to come see us, and it's just not worthwhile at all.
It's all right. We'll sort something out.
Yeah, there's no rush.
100%. And I will say this now: we will 100% reveal the cards on the next episode. So there we go. We'll get it done one way or another.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll head over to the President's Hole and not. This is great segments today, guys.
Yeah.
So, Jamie, can I have something from Michael Bubble, please? A bit of Bublé.
Do you want a Christmas one?
You can put whatever you want on there.
Since we're 3 months today.
Well, I'd say no for Christmas one. I don't believe. I think it's bad luck to play Christmas songs unless you're in December. So
Okay.
something Bubble, but I don't really mind why. He's Canadian, and that's why I asked for it. Because we'll go into $10.40. I asked that shower shit Gordo to do $10.40. He did come back to me and said, yeah, I'm really excited for it. Would you like me to do it in character, i.e. I fucking hate you, or would you like me to do something, normal? And I said, go with what your heart says. So he hasn't come back to us. So
Come back to you, Lloydy. No,
Well,
he didn't
yeah.
come back to you.
Well, no, the memo and stuff like that. So we haven't received anything. So we're going to give him an extension because everything's kind of been on hold this week anyway with Act of God. So I'm gonna even put Gordo down to Act of God. But I'm sure he's doing it. So we'll do it on the next show. I will say this though, I am probably going to do a Liberator of the Week this weekend. So this, I'm not sure when this show is going to go out, Jamie. It might go out tomorrow or Saturday, even Sunday. So, but I will let people know. I'll do it on Facebook, but I will let people know. Pardon me, God, frog in my throat.
That's
So that's
you were
it.
slagging off Gordo. That's what it is.
Yeah, he's got the voodoo
voodoo
doll
doll.
out, sticking something right up
Right in
my
the neck.
jacksie. Yeah, right up my jacksie. So that's it from the President's Hole. Fill me up.
Nice and easy, that one.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. I think it's time for a little
Coffee.
break. A little
Coffee.
break. So I get to choose what we talk about this time. And I have I mean, Jamie, you have kind of said you thought it was something you had been thinking about recently. So I have chosen theme parks and water parks because I don't know if you remember, again, maybe a year or so ago, I was moaning about I'd been to Centre Parks and I hadn't got to go on any of the slides or anything because I was with the jabroni kids. And then me and my missus went on our own and I fucking did slides galore. So, and it's coming up to a year ago. It's a year ago this weekend that happened. So, yeah, theme parks and water parks. First of all, do you both like theme parks and water parks?
I don't really like UK theme parks as opposed to foreign theme parks. I think when it comes to theme parks, I think your Universals and your Disneys, I think they're in such a totally different bracket to what we do here. I don't know if we just lack imagination or creativity, but like Alton Towers and things like that just do not compare to sort of theme parks abroad for me. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion, but yeah, I just find that how they do theme parks is totally different.
I would say I have a problem with UK theme. I like UK theme parks, but I do have a bit of a problem with them because of the weather in this country is so unreliable that you can't guarantee, even if you went in the middle of July, you can't guarantee that you're going to have, you know, the weather for it. So that has always kind of put me off UK theme parks. But Thorpe Park, Chesington, Alton Towers, yeah, I like all of them.
Drayton Manor.
Drayton Manor's all right. Yeah. Thomas Land, bit of Thomas Land for me.
What about Diggerland? Do you like Diggerland?
Diggerland, I have never been to.
Is that really a theme
there was
park?
one of them. I'm not sure it's a theme park, is it? It's just diggers.
I don't know.
That's the theme. That's the theme.
It's not really like a
themed
ride,
park.
though, is it? It is
Get on the
literally a
digger.
themed park. Has anyone actually been to a Diggerland?
Look at the hydraulics on that one.
Thigh rub.
Yeah, that's scoop. Dave, your thoughts on theme parks?
Well, it's a difficult one, really, because I grew up going to Alton Towers probably more than anything. I've been to Drayton Manor. I'm pretty sure I've been to Chesington and the other one, Thorpe Park. That's it. I'm pretty sure I've been to that. No real recollection of those other than some roller coasters I've been on there. But I think the majority of my time that I've been to theme parks is being Alton Towers. I've never gone to a theme park outside of the UK, so I have not. No,
yeah.
So I am very much looking forward to taking Stanley to. First of all, I'm going to take him to
Paris.
Le Paris.
Bonjour.
Paris.
That when he's a couple of years' time, I'll take him there,
Yeah.
and then I'm taking him to the big one to go and buy him a lightsaber. Well, buy us both lightsabers and then beat the
Nice.
shit out of each other with lightsabers. So, very expensive lightsabers, like $200 each lightsabers. But
Yeah, custom.
that's ultimately the dream, right? Yeah. But so I grew up numerous times. I've been to Alton Towers. I've seen up until like as a kid, up until like 16, 17. Multiple times. I have stayed in the hotel.
But say have you stayed in the hotel?
Before the water park was built, yeah.
Same,
it was
yeah.
just, it was after Oblivion got built. And then, but that's cool. Like staying in the hotel.
You get to go in.
We get to go in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, something like
love
that. And then you can go on everything.
Yeah.
Like 10 times
Multiple
before
times,
anyone.
just
before-
running round.
Yeah,
and
running round.
constantly
round.
going on the same thing. I loved it.
Well, that's the thing. Like back in the day, I remember like the Nemesis queue could be like 4 hours long. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. But when you were there, you could just cut through parts of it to get over there. There's no queues, so you could cut through everywhere and get on them really quick and stuff like that. So I've got fond memories of doing that. I like theme parks. I've just in my adult life, I haven't had time to go to them, I would say, or to find time. I'd much prefer to go to a spa than I would a theme park.
Oh, yeah.
Do love a spa.
Go into a salt room or go on a roller coaster. I prefer that every day of the week, personally. But I'm not against them. My wife is not into rides, theme park rides. So if I went with my wife, it'd be like, I'm going on that roller coaster. And she'd be like, I'll hold your bag. That'd be our afternoon, well, our day, basically. So I think it's sensible now, wait till the kid's older, and then we can both enjoy it, and my wife can hold the bags. So that's the dream. Water parks, I'm not against water parks. I think they're great. I think I've been to quite a few in foreign lands, more than I remember going over to a lot in the UK, different places, but the water parks here aren't really they're
not in the same league, really.
In Europe, they're massive. You know what I mean?
They're water cities, aren't they?
So
yeah. But I think that with the water park, the thing is, you haven't lived until you've done that death drop, right?
Yeah. The floor goes out from below.
When your neck snaps and you see everything, and you're basically free falling. Yeah. That's as close to a parachute you can get without being on a parachute, to be honest, because there's nothing connecting your body to anything really at some points on that. So it's quite scary, but I love it. I think, it's a great topic because I love all of it, but I just don't get to do it. Or it's weird because I can't say to myself, I haven't had the opportunity. I can go tomorrow if I really want to. I just, tell the boss, sorry, I want to go to Aunt Towers today. You know what I mean? I'm sure she probably wouldn't say no, but yeah. But I agree with you as well, Chris, about the weather. A lot of times I've been to Aunt Towers as a kid, it has rained.
Well, when I was sort of early 20s, me and my girlfriend at the time, we bought those, or someone bought for us, those year-round passes.
Oh, the Merlin passes.
The Merlin pass, that was it. And it was great, but there were, like Dave just said, there were moments where we'd go, right, we're going to go because we both got a day off. And then you'd go and it'd be shit weather and you'd get to go on like nothing. And it was just a waste of time. But yeah, water parks for me, man, if I could just go to water parks every day, that is what I would do.
Have you been to the Alton Towers water park that's been a water hotel? Is that any good?
I haven't. I've not been.
That's fairly new, isn't it?
Yeah, no, the last time I went to Alton Towers was in the late 90s. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that water place has been there for quite a few years now. It's actually part of the there's like two hotels. There's the water park hotel, and then there's a theme park hotel, and I think they're right next to each other.
CBeebies one, isn't there?
Yeah, it's really bizarre. So, I've not been there either, Jamie, but I hear it's good.
I think growing up for me, I mean, I don't know how local you. I guess Chris, you weren't local. I don't know about you. Bedford Oasis was like the go-to like water park for us growing up. Like that was like in a great big pyramid, and they had like log flumes and like wave pools, and it was like the go-to place. But that I don't know if that even exists anymore. But that used to be the go-to for me in the 90s. Really,
I had Dolphin Splashdown, Milton Keynes Dolphin Splashdown. It's actually like where it was is very nearish where I live now, I would say. It's not that it's been demolished for years, but all the swimming pools around here, because I used to swim a lot when I was younger, and all the swimming pools and all of that, a lot of them are gone now. And it's just so funny to like look back and be like, shit. I look back on Towers, like I remember the Thunder Looper, like, which was just like, you used to go like instant speed, do a loop, go up, and then come back down backwards around the loop and go back. That was like one of the main rides at Alton Towers. I don't even know.
They've got that at Fort Park. I'm almost certain. Yeah,
mad. And they had the black hole, the beast, and stuff like that. And it's weird to look back, especially like living in Milton Keynes as well. Like I have a lot of stuff that I grew up with. Nemesis.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff I grew up with, which has been pretty much decommissioned, gone, bulldozed away, and something else is built there now. And all that's left is memories. All that's left is like me talking to you guys about stuff. You know what I mean? Like, unless you knew about it, you don't know. So, or experienced it, you don't know. So I think a lot of that is for me with theme parks here is that what's there is pretty much gone. I think Alton Towers has developed a lot recently, but I think it's still kind of kept a lot of the older stuff these days, like Rita
I think like
Queen
the
of Speed
main,
has been-
yeah, and I think even like the scenery and the main sort of street thing is still the same, isn't it? What I believe. Final kind of. Oh, sorry, Ben.
Sorry, I was going to say, just really quickly, what's Lloydy, what's your thoughts on Universal Studios maybe building a theme park around your neck of the wood?
Well, that's Bedford, isn't it? That's around
right
Bedford
next to
area.
Centre Parks. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's literally like minutes away.
Well, the thing is it's hard to say Centre Parks is in, because the missus has been over to Centre Parks recently for X, Y, and Z, and she said it's weird going in there because it's so far removed from actually Bedford. It doesn't feel like it's in Bedford. But I think this. Honestly, I can't wait. Like, I'll be season ticketed. My boy will be season ticketed. I can't. Like, I'll be there every weekend probably with him. It's weird as well because we've got Milton Keynes as well. We've got Gulliver's as well. I've never been. The missus has been there, so that's actually a proper theme park. You know what I mean, in Milton Keynes. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I grew up as well. This is the one bit of the youth memory. So my mum's parents, my grandparents from my mum's side, they went into care home in Margate. Good old Margate.
Down a Margate.
You haven't gone on a roller coaster until you've gone on the Black Star on Margate.
Which is a rib tickler.
Which it's like a wooden roller coaster, isn't it? It's fucking horrible. But
It really
A
is,
manual
yeah.
brake that you do yourself.
I was going to ask you boys actually. Did you ever go to Blackpool, the big roller coaster?
We went every
Blackpool?
year for the lights.
Yeah, I've been once, but yeah, well, I went on the roller coaster.
It's called the big one, isn't it?
The
big
Pepsi
one?
Max was when we
Pepsi
were
Max,
kids.
yeah, wow.
So yeah, I never went.
The
on that.
the old,
It's weird. I lived up there.
the oldest wooden roller coaster, I think it's in the world, is actually in Great Yarmouth, and it's
That's
been
wooden as
there
well, isn't it?
since- Yeah, that's a wooden one. Yeah, the oldest wooden one. And it's weird because like my dad would always say like, "Oh, I used to go on this when I was a kid, and then I'm taking my kid on it." So yeah, cool one. Last thing on this one, if you had to pick one theme park that you would say is your favourite, what are you going for? I'm going to start you off. Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. By far the best theme park I've ever been to.
I'm also going to echo Islands of Adventure. For me, having Spider-Man and X-Men, I haven't been there since, me and Abby went when we were 17, so we haven't been since then. But, I mean, we had Spider-Man, all the X-Men stuff, Dueling Dragons, all that stuff was like right up my alley.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Exactly.
The water one where you're sat in the thing and you just get
Soaked.
Soaked.
I've never been to these places, but I can only say that my favourite theme park is the one I've yet to go to, and that's wherever Star Wars Land's going to be when I get there, because I can't wait to get my lightsaber, Well, I can't wait to see Stanley construct and pull his lightsaber, and then me pull my lightsaber, and then
Everyone's
beat
got a
each other
lightsaber.
up. Yes.
Can't you like make like little robots like R2D2s and BB-8s and stuff there as well? Or am I?
I think you can do all sorts, can't you?
Yeah,
I
that'd
can't
be
fucking
really
wait.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, so that's
I love Star
Hollywood
Wars.
some
Studios
blue milk.
actually is, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Blue milk.
Blue milk. I think Hollywood Studios now in Florida, like it's such a bigger park than what it was when we were kids. I think, I see you got Star Wars, you got all the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, all the MCU stuff's there, isn't it? I mean, Aerosmith and Tower of Terror is pretty much all you had when I went there, But just really quickly, should we put on our WhatsApp chat any roller coaster pictures that we've got? I'm sure I've got some cracking ones of like me putting gurning faces.
I haven't got any, but I'm looking forward to seeing your stuff, guys.
I actually was in my dad's loft the other day and I found one from Full Park and I was like, Jesus, I'm wearing a Sesame Street t-shirt and I'm like,
Nice.
I need to see all of these photos, please.
I'll find it next time I'm in the loft.
Yeah,
I
cool.
did just show you one actually then. So I've got this one. It's the Nemesis key ring. So it's like a little coin bag thing. But on it is, it's upside down, is me and my dad. And as you can see there, I'm in my Southampton shirt as a 7-8 year old or something. So yeah.
The Nemesis is the best roller coaster we've had in the UK, though. I know they've revamped
it's good.
days, and I don't count the Nemesis Inferno, but the Nemesis, when that came out, that was such a big thing in the UK. And I've never seen the queues like you said, 4-hour queues it used to be. It's ridiculous.
Oblivion was the same though, wasn't it? It was groundbreaking when Oblivion came out, and everyone was queuing up for that for hours.
The drop,
yeah, the drop. Oh, Chris can move.
Chris, to give context, Chris is wandering around
my room. I've just remembered I've got one on the wall as well. So this is from Space Mountain with my dad.
Oh man,
there you go.
Oldest ride,
absolutely
queue.
Terrified.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
love it.
Cool. Right, I think it's time for a little word from our sponsor.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Join Card Tricks UK on Whatnot Daily, your only stop for regular wrestling breaks in the UK. Ooh, Chris, Casper, and the team welcome you to join the hunt for rare autographs, relics, and one-of-ones from wrestling stars past, present, and future. What you gonna do, brother?
Right, we're back. Right, shall we go to our big topic now? So we are talking AEW Flagship 2024, Series 4. Sorry, Billy. So yeah, let's talk about it. So have you guys seen much of this? Have you been in any breaks, anything like that?
I would say, I think I've probably been, I haven't been in any breaks of it. I think I've seen probably the least amount of AEW product that I've ever seen in any product since its inception a couple of years ago. So I don't know, like I don't think there's been a lot of breaks of it. I think there's been
Whatnot has been very quiet.
I think there's been a few, but not a lot.
Chris I've got some pre-bids on Card Tricks one that is starting very soon, so I might be in one later, but we'll see. Look, I mean, it looks very similar to 2023. That's safe to say, isn't it? It looks very similar.
Yeah,
too similar. I would say
a little bit too similar. Cool. So I'll quickly tell you what you get in a hobby box. They are available here in the UK, as we said earlier. So hobby box wise, you're looking at either one autograph memorabilia card or premium insert per box. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I feel like the autos are even less or even more rare in these. So
they are a bit more of a chase, aren't they?
So shout out to Medina, who was on CFP this week, because I think he's probably broke more of it than anyone that I've seen. Yeah. And he did say there's about 3 autos per case.
Yeah.
Which I think is a lot lower than we've ever seen, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I think that's terrible. I really do. I think that's... Like, I know that they're supposed to be rare, but 3 in a case?
Yeah.
That's rough, man.
Especially when you've got the whole checklist does autos, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Everyone has an auto. So I just think they should... I mean, they do kind of do it in this product, we'll talk about in a minute, with the SPs and the SSPs, but I just think that should be kind of throughout the set with autos, but that's just my opinion. Gaming cards. So you get 3 gaming cards, 3 Dazzlers, 4 Upper Deck Canvas, 6 gold parallels, 1 Outburst parallel, which is a new one. Pyro, you get 3, and serial numbered cards, on average, you get 2. So you get a lot of other stuff, but not the kind of main thing that people were after, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think it's been quite sparse with the amount of hits you get from these kind of products now. Like, you get per box maybe 2-3 hits out of it. And I just don't.
Yeah, 4 at a push, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can have boxes where you get something extra. There's things that aren't on the checklist, and there is the possibilities there, but they're just so few and far between that they seem like gold dust. So
I obviously it's a lower end product, right? It's flagship. It's not supposed to be all singing and all dancing. I asked the question, are you getting your money's worth? I mean, we're going to go through it all, right? And we'll talk about the stuff. But just before we go into that, the question that we should answer off the back of this, after we've gone through it, is, are you getting your money's worth? Potentially.
And I guess, like for me, with a product like this, if it's a flagship product, you would like to think that you could get a complete base set. Even if you weren't collecting it, you would want to get a complete base set from a hobby box, and anything else after that is, you know, are you going to get your money's worth if you wanted to sell anything on? And I don't know whether or not you would, like, because if you did say you got a steel cage and a dynamite, they may be sort of some of your only numbered cards you get if you've got pyros already, and maybe a clear cut if you're lucky in the gold. So there's going to be sort of a real high chance of not getting anything really of those higher end stuff, you know.
I mean, I bought one hobby box of 2023 and the base card set is the same, and I did manage to complete the 100 sort of superstars, I guess, wrestlers. It was only the sort of tag teams and crew ones that I didn't get all of, so I have done it now, but you do kind of nearly get a whole base set.
Okay.
Blasters, have you guys seen what's in the blasters?
No.
Because previously I think it's just been the greens, which are numbered to like 349.
399. I want to say 399, but it could be 349.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas I think was it Series 1 2021, you got like a memorabilia card or something. Just a base
unnumbered
unnumbered
mem card that was black generally. Yeah.
I prefer that. I wouldn't mind if they did that kind of with every blaster. You get at least, you know, a relic and maybe the possibility of something else. So,
I mean, you haven't got the guarantee. So what they're saying on a blaster is you're getting a chance of that matte memorabilia, which is a blaster exclusive relic. You've got the pink pyro base set parallel, which is blaster exclusive. And then you've got 2 other blaster exclusive gold parallels and 1 blaster diamond plate parallel per box on average.
Yeah,
so
they were getting in the last one as well.
Yeah, so there's nothing different, is there, really?
No.
This is the thing. We're saying it again. There's nothing different, and there's less. Not really, and there's less hits. So, or
I don't. On that note, watch me buy a box of this at the weekend.
Yeah, I'm buying a box of it as well, probably as well. So I just want to see. I just want to double check and make sure. But I'm probably going to be buying a box of this as well.
Yeah, same. I'm hoping that Sports Trading take it to the card show at the weekend. So fingers crossed. And then the last thing, kind of configuration-wise, E-Pack. We haven't had 2023 E-Pack yet for flagship. No. So I've put in the notes 2026, 2020, late 2025, maybe.
It's going to be sometime. It's going to be at least a year, isn't it?
One of them, isn't it? Yeah. If we haven't seen 2023, I just feel I've got no sort of hope that we'll see this, anytime soon. So, cool. So parallel wise, so there's 11 in total. This is in the hobby boxes. Obviously, Jamie's just said there's a few more in the blasters. The only new one, I think, or is the steel cage one new as well, isn't it?
Steel cage to 599 wasn't in last year's.
But you suppose you're not guaranteed one of them in a hobby box, are you?
No, exactly, yeah.
The one you are guaranteed is the Outburst, so they are 1 in 24 packs. So that's how many you get in a hobby box. Quite nice. Have you seen any of these? Kind of like laser in Panini.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
There's a few images where it works really, really well, depending on kind of what the person's doing.
I think it works really well in the MGF with the Burberry kind of Titantron behind it. I think it gives it that kind of textured effect. It's quite nice.
To be honest, I think there's only one to speak about, and that's Prince Nana.
Prince Nana, yes. Yeah, boy. So it kind of where he's dancing in it, it kind of just works, doesn't it? It looks amazing. There's one on eBay
I knew you
for
were
like
going to go there.
$25.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
I'm like, $25 isn't too bad, but then I'm like, if I'm going to buy a box, it would be
He's
my
the
luck.
only guy in the breaks that I would like. If I was to do Medina breaks last week, I would have gone for Nana.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't, like, I think it was like $35 for a case, which I didn't know if that was good or
I
bad.
have no idea.
No idea. And
No
you didn't
idea
know
at all.
like what was coming out at the time, so
No.
it was a difficult one to judge, really.
He's who I've got a bid on with Card Tricks tonight, so
Yeah.
hopefully I'll
Oh.
win that in the swerve spot. So
Is he bids tonight? Is he? He's not. Is
yeah,
he
it's-
buy it now
it's-
or is bids?
no, it's bids. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can quickly run through these if you want, but they're all kind of the same as normal. Your main ones, you got your gold pyros to 35, red outburst to 25, high gloss to 10, and then your gold outburst to 101. And
I like that they've still done the high gloss to 10. Like
Yeah.
that's been a consistent.
it's like a
all the way
staple
through.
of their product, isn't it? Yeah.
And they're quite hard to find as well. Actually, they're not really like. I know it's out of 10 and everything like that, but I think once you find them or hit them, it's quite cool. To be honest, I think they're a good other than the 101, it's a good staple. To be honest.
And if you've seen in the show notes, Jamie, are you looking at the show notes? Have you seen
Yeah,
what
yes,
I've written at the bottom? Side note. Do you want to explain?
Yes.
So I've written Jamie needs a carpet right booklet, which will make no sense to anyone.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how I'll even approach this with Billy, but during obviously our session with him, he like said, "Oh, I've got a sample book of all the blanks of all the parallels," and he like opened like a pack of cards. I need one of those in my collection so I can have it with the AEW Year One to go through. This is what that is, but I don't know how I'd even get hold of that, or even if they would have given it to me.
When we were on the way to All In, you were just like, "That's your new Grail."
Oh, it is.
Your
It's my
new Grail, the
new
carpet
Grail. It
right
really is.
book.
Yeah. Sad cunt, ain't I?
Where it says like all of like this is the kaboom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Kaboom, this is Pyro, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
but
He was in awe of it.
I thought it was so cool. I love shit like that.
Okay.
That's so funny. I think only employees will probably have it, but we'll see what
You
we
need to
can
get
do
some
for it.
Tay Mello rare cards and then send them
Yeah.
as well.
I did get Tay Mello in a break last night actually because I don't know if no one bidded on it. But I thought I'll just bid on it just in case something comes up and I could use it as trade bait for Billy for his carpet samples.
Carpet sample.
Cool.
dear.
So I've written down here some notable first pack appearance. So I know that some of them have had new arrivals and match day moments and stuff, but I believe, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe these ones are all their first sort of pack pulled cards. I'll quickly run through it. Mariah May, Ibushi, Nick Wayne, Billy Starks, Commander, Diona Peruzzo, Edge, Sasha Banks, Harley Cameron, Marina Schaefer, Brian Keefe, Prince Nana, RJ City, Jeff Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be some more on the inserts and the memes, but I gave up looking. I think there's I can't remember what he's called. The guys with Brian Cage. I think it's their first cards as well. Bishop Khan.
Have we had any of like the Jay Lethal's guys in a set so far?
Yeah, I think they might have all been in a few of them, Allure and 2023. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's a pretty good. I mean, I can say there's some new names there, but they've still been in AEW for some time. But I mean, it's good to see. I think Mariah May is going to be one people are definitely going to be after if they miss the EPAC stuff. I think she's going to be the big chase, isn't she? Really, Billy Stark's probably the same. I think.
Harley Cameron.
Yeah. I think a lot of these sort
All
of
the perv collectors.
Yeah, we're just
spending big money. But yeah, everyone else. I mean, Adam Copeland being an Adam Copeland card might be unique to have, but
Green Dazzlers.
yeah.
Oh,
Green.
Dave's
Whoa.
Green Dazzler.
Is it
I haven't
every
actually.
edge?
I haven't actually looked for green
seen
Adam
it.
Copeland cards.
There
Actually,
you go.
so, but I don't know. Do they still count now? Because I collect green Edge cards. I don't
Yeah, exactly.
green Copeland cards. So I don't know. I haven't made up my mind on that one yet.
I think it's one and the same. But
Still deciding.
yeah,
I don't know.
I could understand why you'd think maybe.
Yeah, it's two different people in my head.
One's got long hair, one's got short hair. So
The green is very green. It looks very good, and there's one on eBay now for $4, Lloyd. If you want.
Purest green, my lord.
purest green.
Purest green.
Cool. So we'll talk about some inserts. So there are some new inserts. Heroes and heroines, AEW posters, flying through the air, gaming cards, levels A, B, and C, retouched, which is very cool. We Are Global.
Pedophile special. Retouched.
Retouched. MJF retrospective, Technique by Taz, Stepping into the Ring, Acetate debuts, and finally a day with the belt, which is 1 in 2,400 packs.
Good luck, everyone.
You know.
That's a chase.
Faults. I mean, I remember Dave saying he wasn't a fan of the comic book ones. I really like them. I think they look cool.
Heroes and Villains is quite cool, yeah.
And the
I see the
posters.
Daniel Bryan one looks terrible. The Heroes and Villains one. That's all I'll say. I didn't like it, but whatever. The posters, though, I haven't seen the. I think they've got 2 all-in ones from our all-in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
they
first all-in. And I haven't. I know of them, but I haven't seen them, and I haven't been trying to buy them or anything like that. But that's cool, man. Like that's definitely
Really
one to
cool.
get.
Yeah. What else was?
I would
Flying through the air. They've done that, like, was it Top Rope?
Top
or
Rope,
whatever,
yeah,
stuff
Top Rope
like that.
reminded
It's
me of, yeah.
Not, I don't think the gaming cards have gone down that well.
There's issues with them though, isn't there? Has anyone seen the issues with them?
no, I haven't. No.
No. So
I've heard of issues. But
I think it's something like they're not sequentially numbered, so they miss out a few numbers, I guess. Could that be people taken out of the set because they've left? I don't know. And then a few people just not on the checklist at all. I think Mariah May was not on the checklist, and there was someone else as well. Just upper deck. Yeah.
the thing is, the actual, like, cards last year, the playing deck cards, everyone loved them. These gaming cards, I think it's not gone down well at all.
No, and I don't think that the reasons I've just said are anything to do with why they've not gone down. I think just they're not popular in their
This is not
design.
taking people's attention.
I like them. But
Good news is, though, retouched, I've only seen one of them.
one, yeah, this is what I was about to ask. I'm assuming you've seen the same. I've definitely be the same. Then it's the kill switch.
Yeah, I mean, I put it on our chat, didn't I?
Yeah, that's the
And
only
I was
one I've
like,
seen, yeah.
I was like, have you guys seen this?
Oh no! Actually, I've seen Dr. Britt Baker. She got a big tooth behind her.
Okay.
No. I do like the Luchasaurus one though. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's very different. They look like it hasn't been horribly photoshopped, so that's cool.
It's AI, mate. A little AI touching it in Adobe.
AI. But the rest that I
Nothing to
like,
write home about, really, is there?
talking about, like, the Dazzlers, UD Canvas, Total Access breakouts, the returning stuff.
Yeah,
The breakouts, I think, are worse. The design's worse.
yeah. I like
Dazzlers
last
is
year's
exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
UD Canvas, has it been done to death?
It's been in every.
I think you
set,
want to
isn't
rest it a bit now. I'm a bit canvassed out at this point.
The thing is, there's no great shakes here. Like, that technique by Taz, didn't we have?
Excalibur last year.
Yeah, it's just, there's nothing really other than the retouched. I can't say it. And maybe the posters.
The posters.
And the posters. And
They said they've been hits pretty much everyone, haven't they? Like everyone's pretty much like that.
But
Everyone
why
loves
do
a
the
pay-per-view poster.
But why do the heroes and heroines and still do the dazzlers as well? It doesn't make any sense. It feels like it's too
much.
similar.
Yeah.
Too much.
But if you haven't got the hits in the boxes, you've got to fill it out with other things that people want to chase. You know, that's kind of
Garbage.
that balance.
I think
Isn't it?
the MJF one, the retrospective, I think they're quite rare. I think I remember seeing
They're really rare, man.
they're really rare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to look up.
They're like the Young Bucks cards were last time, right?
Yes, that's it. The Young Guns.
Young Guns, yeah.
Can't find it. Anyway,
I just had a quick look. So all in, there's a Jericho and Ospreay poster, and then there's also not a poster, but there's also a Better Than You Baby all in card with all the Burberry behind from all in as well. So there's a couple of all in shots in there, which would be quite nice to get in the PC.
Yeah.
MJF one is 1 in 960 packs.
Jeez.
There's only 5, so. Cool, right. And then we'll quickly talk about the mems and the autos. So memorabilia, it is very much of the same. The only thing that I could see really that they've added is the trios, which are quite cool.
Nice touch, yeah.
Little nice trio.
The trio Matt mem though looks really weird. It's like Matt, even more Matt. It's like, how much Matt do you want on one?
Half the card is Matt.
I did laugh. I was like, right, okay. Like, but they're not going to be from specific events related to
not.
those trios as well. Right? It's just going to be there's 3 bits of Matt I've just put onto a card because there's 3 people on the card. What?
One of the inserts I didn't kind of mention with inserts that I kind of grouped with mems is the manufactured patches. There's 49 of them, 1 in 70 packs. So they're kind of cool.
We've had them with Tops, haven't we? Those kind of like logo cards and stuff. I mean,
these
cool
are really cool, and they've been reselling. Out of everything, they've been reselling really well, especially like the MJF and stuff like that.
The Kenny one I saw go for
yeah.
yeah.
If you go on eBay, you can. They're the only, I'd say, constant here that's really going for good money.
Oh, that's good.
Which is not, and they're not numbered either. You know what I mean? So
No.
I think that's really cool.
They remind me a bit of Wednesday in Action, kind of that level of hit, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Just last thing on the mems. I mean, I'll quickly say there's base and gold with these, with your normal mems. So just with the trios, there's a few of the cool ones. So you got Dark Order, BCC, Brian Cage's little group, Death Triangle, and House of Black. All I would say is it is a shame that they couldn't have then. I've obviously just said sort of 5 or 6 groups. They couldn't. Why couldn't you get those as autos as well? Because
It'd be nice.
yeah, I mean on the trios autos, there's only one of those guys, or maybe 2. There's 2. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a bit strange. So autos wise, there's 92 total. Some of them are short prints and some of them are super short prints. I'll quickly run through the super short prints. So they are MJF, Dustin, John Moxley, Ospreay, Adam Cole, Adam Copeland, Hook, Samoa Joe, Sky Blue, Takeshita, and that's it. So random mix. Random mix of SSPs.
Imagine pulling. Oh look, I've got this short print. Can't believe it. Samoa Joe.
Man,
even with like Hook or Mox,
for me,
I'd still
Adam
be like,
Cole, I'd be a bit like.
See, I wouldn't mind Adam. I wouldn't mind
With little signature.
Copeland. Yeah, I just they're too Dustin as well.
Yeah, seems strange.
Dustin's so random.
Yeah. Cool. So buybacks, we've only seen 4 so far. I'm guessing that's because they're so low numbered that you're not going to see them until they pop up on eBay or ComC or whatever.
And they have 10 this time round as well.
Out of 10, there's the 4 that we've seen are Shida.
Yeah.
Can't remember the others.
Jay
Shida,
Lethal.
Jay Lethal, Daniel Garcia and Yuka Sakazaki. So
Never heard of her.
never heard of her. So you know, there's bound to be more, isn't there? So there's
I would have thought so. I mean, that's a pretty random list if it stays with that. But
imagine
Jay
if it
Lethal's
was
up
just
for-
that.
Can you imagine? I mean, Jay Lethal's up for $90 on Yankee Bay at the minute, which I mean, if that goes for that, good on them. But that seems a lot of money.
And I will say with the autos, so obviously you said you got the 92 sort of base checklist, but then you've got the tag teams and trios, which are a lot rarer. So they're 1 in 2,000 hobby packs or 1 in 3,000 blaster packs. So the tag teams and the trios ones are going to be a lot rarer. Same with the crew. The crew are the same odds as the tag teams and trios. Some of the notable guys in the tag teams: Aussie Open, no base though, so only numbered or parallels. Hardy Boys, which is quite a cool one, I thought. Jay White and Juice Robinson, Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, and Sting and Darby are some of the standouts.
Sting and Darby would be a nice one. Coffin Drop cards would be eyeing that one up, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, big time. And the notable trios, there's the Acclaimed and the BCC. That's it. So that's what I was saying earlier. So I would have liked to have seen the Dark Order and the other guys, House of Black and stuff in the trio autos, but not to be.
No. I can imagine. I've just got this vision of Willy Wonka, where they're like going all through the chocolate bars trying to find the golden ticket at Veronica Salt's factory. I can imagine someone open up all these packs to try and find a 1 in 3,000 tag team and trio card. Gee, that's incredible, isn't it? 1 in 3,000 blaster packs. Jeez, you rip so much stuff.
Really a lot. Anything take your fancy there? I quite like the Aussie Open tag team one. I would really like to get one of them, but with the no base, makes it a little bit harder, doesn't it? Hardy's, Jamie?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, the trouble that I find with obviously the Hardys, it's always a sticker auto that kind of I don't like always with AEW stuff. I would like to see some on card stuff, especially if it's such a rare hit anyway.
Well, as
like,
Jeff's also as well, like on a sticker is not great, is it?
No. So, I mean, I'll be interested in seeing how the pricing goes for some of this stuff. I mean, yesterday I actually took the Taz spot in a case break just to kind of see, if anything come up for it. But yeah, I mean, it's again, it's one of these annual releases, isn't it, from AEW? There's lots and lots within it. It's a hard chase to, I'm never going to try and get after all of this stuff at all, but it definitely seems a case of if you like a wrestler in AEW, you can get them in pretty much any insert or any mem. So that gives you lots of opportunity to grab a variety of cards, doesn't it, really? But yeah, we'll see.
That was me just putting card tricks on, by the way, because they're literally doing the break now regarding like the selling the spots. So I thought I'd put that in the background. So I do apologise.
I've put some pre-bids in, but hopefully.
Let's see what's going.
Let's crank through the episode then, and we'll get to card tricks.
Yeah, but the I don't know. I just
Final thoughts.
I think it's a bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
In such a way of we've waited all year for something to come out. When it's come out, there's nothing that's like other than the paedophile special, the retouched. Other than that, which I think is very different, very cool. There's not loads in there that I'm like, oh my god, this is such like. I think there was a big difference between obviously Series 2 and Series 3. And I like that difference. But
was the
Series
same-
3 and Series 4 is just too similar.
Even with 1 and 2, there was a big difference. Do you know what I mean?
Well, there was like one. I think there was a big decline in 2, and I think there was a big up tick
3.
in 3.
Yeah, you're right.
But I just think it's plateaued between 3 and 4. That's my take. Like, if some people love it, then great. If some people hate it, then great. I am bored when it comes to people talking about the refs again. I'm bored about people talking about QC issues again.
Do you know
And
while
that's
you're
partly Upper Deck's fault, the manufacturer's fault, but it's partly our fault as a consumer as well.
I feel like they have done something regarding the ref and the crews because they've increased the odds massively.
It made it much harder to get
made
them,
it
yeah.
So now, if they're rare, then it just adds that little bit of value to it that the other sets didn't have because I don't think that they were that rare.
Well, every break I've seen refs coming out left, right, and bloody centre.
But no, I mean like autos.
Pictures.
Sorry, I mean autos.
I'm talking about like refs and stuff like that.
Oh right, yeah.
Autos.
No, they're not going to get rid of them in the normal sets, are they?
No.
Well, I've seen
they've always done.
I've seen like the majority of last week was just panned with people going, I got a ref, and it's like, okay, cool. But that's kind of expected. Bad QC issues is kind of expected. To get autos less than we normally get in WWE products is kind of expected. What are people thinking? That they're just going to change? I didn't think that they would change. No. And this is proof that they haven't. So, but why are people so surprised? Why are people still angry about it? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's been the same for 4 years, so yeah, definitely not. Should know by now. They're not going to change their stance on it.
But this is the thing, and this is the thing that we need to talk about with Billy again. They always tell it. He said to us that they're learning, they're listening to us, but these themes are just over and over again and again and again, and that is. But that's who you need to speak to. You need to speak to there's no point complaining between us. The people like Billy, these are the people we need to speak to and say, look, what are you doing? Because obviously it hasn't changed. What do we need to do to make this change? And CFP, us, we've got a direct link into Upper Deck these days, and we can actually talk to these guys about it. And ultimately, I think that's probably the best way forward, because there's no point moaning between each other because it's not going to fucking sort anything out.
No,
but it'll make us feel a lot better.
I don't think it does. I think it just makes us more angry.
Makes me more angry. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Bloody Aubrey. One thing I will just say I've totally bypassed on this was not on the checklist. So it was the image variations. So have you seen any of these?
I've not. So I only recently just saw the Allure image of variations. So I did check.
Yeah, true.
I did check for on eBay, and I couldn't see any for sale, so I haven't seen any.
So there's no indication on the card that it's an image variation. I know last year had maybe something on the back, I want to say. I feel like they did. Something like that. But these ones this year, they're all studio shots. So that's the way to tell if it's an image variation, is if it's a studio shot.
Oh, okay.
It's your IV. So
last time around, it was really hard because you had to look on the back of the car.
It was a tire, yeah. Something I feel like it was something on the back last year. Yeah.
It was like if you didn't know the difference between the pictures.
If you didn't know the set well, then you would have just gone, "Oh, it's the same." It's
like Jade, for example. Like it was like, "Oh, there's a different picture of Jade."
Yeah,
and that could have been easily missed if you're not looking at the backs.
I reckon they could probably still slip through the net quite easily though. If you don't know that, I'm sure you can probably pick up some of these variations and don't realise.
It will be interesting when either of these sets go on to EPAC to see how it goes then. Do you know what I mean? Because they usually tell you have the red sort of border around it, don't you? Like to say this is a hit.
Yeah.
So you will get that on EPAC. But yeah, if you're opening the product yourself, like I did with Allure, and you hit the steel chair card and you don't even realise it goes in the base pile. So yeah, worst parallel ever. Jamie, final thoughts on?
No, I mean that.
No,
there's still there are some cool cards. I like different foils, and I do like that kind of thing. I just think there's just so much variation across this. Like it's so hard to try and collect the whole lot, or try and collect.
Set,
it's. I think, like I said earlier, like if there's someone you like, you're going to find them in most of the inserts, and there's going to be something out there for everybody. And again, like if you don't like one part of the collection, it doesn't matter. There's plenty of other stuff that you can kind of go after, really. So I know variety is the spice of life, but yeah, maybe not the right product for me.
Cool, right. Shall we move on over to weekly purchases? Dave, do you want to start us off this week?
Yeah, I mean, Kieran Cross next week. Every time. So I did do a break for White Sparkle. I think it was like 40 packs, as well as so I think it was across 4 breaks, so 10 packs per break, plus add in hobby and add in undercard. So I did have Carlito, and I was hoping to maybe hit a White Sparkle Carlito. Missed that. But I did, for a laugh, have a backup of the Great Carly. And I hit 3 Great Carly White Sparkles in
Just
40
what you've
packs.
always wanted.
I'll take a picture of them and put it on the chat later on. I think it's hilarious, to be honest. But yeah, you know, you say his name 3 times and he appears. So I also got an out of 49 green undercard of it as well. It's just hilarious. I seem to hit with Carly for some reason. What else did I get? I did do a first off the line photogenic, and I still say this today. I still think it's the best product Panini have done. We'll go into it further on the next show. I did have Kieran Cross in that break. Other than base cards, I didn't hit anything with him, but I also had Earthquake, and the FOT out of 6 hit on Earthquake, which I think is a bit of a redemption arc for me. Thank you, boom, boom, boom. But it's a bit of a redemption arc after all of those premium boxes that I went into.
The undercard ones. And...
no, it was the premium, undercard as well. But
the 199 ones.
Yeah, and I was trying to hit the out of 5 gold, and I didn't hit it. But I've hit the photogenic FOT out of 6, so I'm happy, man. Like,
I'm enjoying your Earthquake PC as well.
It's cool, isn't it, man? That picture of all 20 of them is fucking hilarious. the 199s, 20 of them. It's really weird. Like, some of them are like, I think I've got like 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite, and then there's a big gap, and then there's, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, yeah. It can
there's
kind of match.
Grouping, groupings, which I did find quite funny. So yeah, that's it. I got loads of other stuff to talk about on other shows. I'm trying to, like, I'm always like, right, I'll do Carrying Cross on this one because I've got so much to cover, and I'm like, well, I've bought bits and pieces from them. I did one thing I will say is I did when I was ill at the start of this week, I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I was just I did look on Whatnot, and there was a break going on for Star Wars stuff.
Yeah,
and
I saw you.
Yeah, I spent like 40 quid on Star Wars stuff, and the amount of money I've got back is just ridiculous.
Really?
Was it Upper Deck or was it Marvel Chrome?
It's top Star Wars.
Star Wars, what am I on about?
Yeah, top Star Wars. And I've got like, I can't even show it on the camera, but like I got a Gem Mint 10 out of 75, Luke and Leia, like Sapphire card. I've got a case hit that I won on the Givey. I got an out of 50 Naughty Chewbacca. I've got a rookie card, first appearance card. I've got an out of 25 card. I did so well. Star Wars cards are apparently the way forward. Who knew? So I might be doing a few more Star Wars breaks if I can find them. I just stumbled across this one, and I had the time of my life while not feeling very well, so that cheered me up slightly. But yeah, other than that, I can move over to Chris, I think.
Oh,
yeah. So I think I've said this like the last like 4 or 5 episodes. Slow for me again this week, so I'm still saving. So I've saved quite a lot of money for card show on Saturday, so I've got a couple of days till I go to that. I did sell a card on ComC this past week, which was for quite a decent amount. It was a Mariah May base card from New Arrivals $40,
Ooh.
which is
that's
now
good.
the lowest one I think on ComC now is 50 or 55 or something. So if you've got those base Mariahs, get them listed on ComC.
Man,
Yeah, really good, isn't it?
Yeah,
I wish
yeah.
I'd gone ham on them now,
Yeah.
but hindsight.
you just don't know, do you? That's the thing. Yeah.
No, I went ham on Camille, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. So out of that $40, I've seen a couple of cards that I'd had my eye on, but I didn't want to just spend. I wanted to make some and then spend. So I picked up a relic from Fleur Royal Rumble 2002 set. And I think it might be my favorite ever relic. It is the Corporation.
Yeah, they're really hard to get. Like,
Yeah.
the ratio to get them is really tough.
How is it? It was about $20 exactly. I put an offer in. It was something like 22 and I offered 20. It's so cool. I loved that faction, the corporation, the ministry, the corporate ministry, whatever. But the cards got Triple H, China, Vince, Shane, Undertaker, and the Big Boss Man. But the actual relic is an X-Pac relic. So all I can think is that he's so little that he's stood behind the Undertaker. But I know I'm reaching, but yeah, he's on the card somewhere. He's just not visible. But yeah, really cool card. I really like that one.
That's really cool. If you like a bit of that faction stuff, the rest of those ones, there's one of the Nation and the Rock is the relic.
Oh, that's cool.
And the DX one, I think, is Shawn Michaels, I think, potentially. But they're really, really nice little images.
Yeah, I mean, if I could pick them up for those sorts of prices, like 20 quid, $20, whatever, then I'd be there all day. Out of that money, I also managed to pick up a green Stone Cold 250 from Slam Attacks Chrome. That was $6, so I thought that was pretty good as well.
Nice.
Other than that, singles-wise, I bought one card, and it is an ironic card. That's why I bought it. So it's a Chelsea Green Prism 2024 color match blue to 199. It's a gear color match. I just love an ironic Chelsea Green card. I like a Chelsea Green card that's blue or red or
Oh, you like a Chelsea Green card?
just in general. Yeah.
in general, man.
general,
you love,
yeah, who
you love a
doesn't?
bit of Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
But yeah, especially when it's like a color match for what she's wearing and the card, but it doesn't match the name. It makes it even better for me. I'm weird. And then the last thing was a random bundle of Slam Attacks Rebellion from 2012. I paid a $5 for like 100 cards or something, but it's got some CM Punk cards that I wanted for my PC. Had some British Bulldog and some of the Rock as well. And if you buy those, like the silvers and the shiny ones and stuff on their own, they are more money than I paid for the whole lot. So it just made sense to me to pick them up.
Have you
And
seen
then
the Bulldog photogenic card?
I have not, no. I'm
Mate, it's so good.
Oh, look out.
I can't wait to talk photogenic next time.
Oh,
There are
man.
so many
So
good
good.
ones.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. The last thing on my list anyway is just that I finally shipped home from Gorilla Ship. So big up Gorilla Ship and Christian over there. It does a great job. I think it went on Friday. I had it Monday, Tuesday. So yeah, really quick turnaround. Great price. And yeah, can't fault it. So there we go. Jamie, over to you.
Nice. I mean, my big one this time round is I shipped my ComC. So
Go.
all of my Red Wave stuff was in ComC. All my AEW stuff was. A whole load of Leaf Heroes of Wrestling, all those were in there. I think it's like 100 odd cards.
I was about to say, how many cards and how long did it take from when you requested it?
So, I mean, I only put the request in yesterday, and I think it's down for being here before Christmas. I think it's like mid-December. I done it on the cheap and cheerful.
too bad.
I don't know
And
if
that's
I'll get that by
100.
then, but
100 cards, you said, yeah.
about 100, 110 cards, something like that, yeah.
I need to do mine tomorrow, actually.
Yeah,
so.
I live in going to say.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of had hoped that they would be here sooner, but I mean, it is what it is. You just sometimes you go in there and it's a good date, and sometimes it ain't, is it? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
that
think
was my
3
big
months
push.
is usually the sort of, when you've got a lot of cards like that, 3 months is about the usual, isn't it?
Yeah, I think when you've got e-pack stuff, I think the date seems to be a bit quicker because obviously they've got it there. But I think when you start buying from private people and then have to rummage through, I think that makes it that much harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my main big purchase. In regards to kind of like individual singles, I wanted to try and get a couple of the Shelton Benjamin Shocking Win stuff. So I managed to pick up the to 10 for $15 of the Shocking Wins where he beat Triple H. So I picked that up for a good price.
God, you'll be going into Cedric Alexander next.
No, I won't. I just
the future Cedric Alexander.
The future.
The next big thing, Cedric Alexander. No, I mean, I really liked Shelton Benjamin around that 04 period, like when he was doing the IC title run and stuff. I was always like a big Shelton Benjamin fan, so that is kind of like something I really wanted to get that.
I'll tell you what I like, Jamie.
Great theme.
Just a bit after that, I love that period of him as well. But I like the gold standard when he was on SmackDown.
Yeah, that was good as well. Yeah, ECW stuff
that.
as well. Yeah,
yeah, I love that.
So I want to try and get the to 5 because that's the color match. But I thought the black to 10 is a really nice. The border on it looks really cool. So, and then my kind of big purchase as such, I actually bought myself my very first Undertaker 1991 classic card.
Oh wow.
It looks pretty minty. It was loose, but it looks pretty good. The corners are pretty sharp, and I thought, well, actually, if that's what I want to pay, so I paid $20 for it. Nice. It looks pretty good. So that's my very first Taker rookie. So I was well impressed with that. Won't get it signed for the price that he charges, but it's a nice one to have in the PC. So looking forward to that to come through. And that's pretty much it for me, really. Done a few breaks on whatnot. So I was involved in a mixer weekend before last. Done quite well with the Terry Funk spot there. And then everything else, I've not really, because a lot of my whatnot stuff I now get shipped to, I get it shipped in the States. That takes obviously time to kind of work its way back through. So anything else I've hit, I have no idea what I've got. But hopefully I'll be able to pick up something in the next few weeks and see what I've got that's landed, because I'll have Prism and obviously the last few releases over there as well. So yeah, hopefully in about 2 or 3 weeks I'll pick those up and that'll be all good.
You've done so well with Prism, man. I'm very, very proud of you with what you've been able to achieve on that, man. You've done so well.
Thanks.
It is. I'll just say it is nice when you don't know what you've got from a break, because I'll show you this. This was in my order.
Oh.
And yeah, it's a Kevin Nash to 49 auto that I had no idea. I don't know how the hell I got that, but
was that a Card Tricks one? Was it or
no? I don't think so. It was in America.
It was an American one. Oh,
US,
nice.
US Talking Card Tricks, Aussie Open.
Yeah, I've just missed it.
$14. $14. What?
Do they even have base cards? I don't think they do.
No, it's a dual.
It's a dual.
Don Callis was on it as well.
With no
14 quid
no
for that.
base in that either. Like I said earlier, no base in the Aussie Open spot, so it is just a numbered. But
I'm so confused. Someone, I don't know. That's weird.
Well, I was going to bid on that, but yeah, too high for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, cool.
Anyway, now I'm watching the break.
Should we wrap up?
Let's just wrap up.
Let's just watch
the break.
Just commentate on the break.
Do a watch along.
The break. I got
Dark
Kill
Order
Switch.
spots running now.
I got Kill Switch, by the way.
Yeah, I won't bid.
Nice.
No, I've already got it.
Oh, you've got it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's done.
Has Swerve been run yet?
I don't know. I'll go for Copeland when he comes out. But I don't.
Jamie, did you want to do this?
Yeah, Jamie, you finish off the show, bud.
11 quid.
I'll go through Raw Deal. I love Raw Deal. I'll rattle through everyone's list for us.
Adam Cole. Okay, no, it's cool. Go on then.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's wrap up the show. Let's get the Raw Deal top 5.
Top 5 Raw Deal. Jamie, you're up first. Go on.
Let's go.
Shoot.
I love Raw Deal. I don't want to rush this through, but it is what it is. So, top 5 Raw Deal. I mean, there are so many random images in Raw Deal. I didn't know where to start. My brain went pop. It's like Sherlock Holmes' mind palace, mate, when I was starting to look at my top 5. So, number 5, I've gone for the ATP special, the only UK venue in the entire Raw Deal set, and that was Newcastle. So that's gone at number 5 as a venue card. Interesting thing, the only thing about Newcastle on there is the bridge across the river. and the Telly West Arena.
Yeah, I'd say, what else is on there?
Well, you've got the Telly West Arena, which I don't think is any. I don't know what it would be called.
Telly
now.
West isn't even a company anymore.
No, it isn't.
I
Not
used
at
to
all.
work for them.
You've got the bridge across the river, and then you've got some rolling hills with sheep, and then a little cobbled street. Both of them look like they're from Lancashire or Yorkshire, so
yeah,
there's not much
say
in Newcastle.
Manchester I'd think of for cobbled street, and Wales I'd think of for sheep. But
Why there's no London venue, I have no idea. Newcastle is so bloody random. But anyway, that's gone at number 5 as an ATP card. So number 4, we've gone for No Jeff, Don't Do It, which is a picture of Jeff on top of a ladder at SmackDown on the outside, which is, again, him just doing the Jeff Hardy pose. I just think it's just a really nice image, and that kind of like, a bit like photogenic. I always find with Raw Deal, there's so many shots that you wouldn't see on any other cards, and I just think that's a really cool shot. Number 3, I've gone for flash photography. So this is Edge and Christian coming down to the ring dressed up like Elvis at Las Vegas, doing the thumbs up and just doing the very best Edge and Christian from 2000. Number 2, I've gone for a card which is based around Cheap Heat. It is X-Pac with the flamethrower on Kane's face on the SmackDown ramp, which again is such a cool image and needs to be on more cards. I don't think until you see that card how close the flames are to Kane. Like it's unbelievable. It's such a good shot, and it's like red, and it's just really good.
it wouldn't have mattered. He was all burnt underneath the mask, Jamie.
I know,
It doesn't matter. Yeah, he'd be fine.
But I just think it's such a cool image, and it just it's so good. And then my number 1, this was the first sets of cards outside of No Mercy. I also got the Raw Deal 10. It was Brothers of Destruction versus the 2-man Power Trip. But the Superstar cards, instead of them being individual, they were like blended the two faces together. So there's one of Austin and Triple H, and this one is the Brothers of Destruction, and it's Kane and Taker as like a dual Superstar card, and it is just it's so cool. I love it. So I'll put that in at number 1. So yeah, that's my top 5.
Cool, Dave.
So I didn't go down the nostalgia. I just found 5 cards, threw them in a blender, and I hope you fucking like it. So there you go. Billy Gunn. I don't know what set this is from, but there's one noticeable thing on this card which I think was hilarious. So Billy Gunn. So Jamie, what's this Billy Gunn card from?
These are Superstar cards. So you used to have the sort of booster boxes and then a Superstar box that you could buy, which was basically their set. So yeah.
Right. Okay. So if anyone's seen Billy Gunn's signature, it's him pretty much on this card. The signature is on the lower end of his picture, and he also used to do a big cock on his signature, which I never noticed before. No. And if you look at the picture, the cock is in his hand.
It's in his hand.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
It's in his hand. So that one drew me right in. That one did. I was like, whoa, love it. So there you go. So that was my number 5. I need to get that card.
We haven't had many Billy Gunn autos either, so we probably wouldn't have seen that before. Would we? There you go.
I was very shocked to see that. I was like, whoa.
You sound it.
Yeah. So number 4, NWO Poison. I know it's got Vince in it, and but this was, if you remember when NWO came into WWE, everyone's mind blew at the time because nobody really thought that they were coming back.
It's a cancer.
But nobody actually thought really they would come back, and when they did, I think it was probably one of the last big shocks because the interwebs weren't very the sheets, the dirty sheets behind the scenes. They weren't as big and easy to get reach of what we know today. So I think that was quite a big surprise. Obviously, it didn't end how we wanted it to go, and it was a bit of a dull squib at the end of it. There was if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have got Rock and Hogan probably. If that didn't happen, I love the double stunner on Hall as well. I think that was we may have not got that either. So
the sell was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, but I think that that picture is we won't get that picture anyway because of Vince on it, but that picture was never in any other set, was it? You know what I mean? That's the kind of picture we'll never see. So, yeah, that was really cool.
Those are NWO superstar cards on there as well. Like they have a few of these group shots, and they're all black and white, and it just looks really cool.
We never would have got HBK in the NWO either if they hadn't.
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah,
that was cool.
So number 3, I believe it was from SummerSlam, Survivor Series 2005. I'm going to say that Death Waits for No Man with The Undertaker coming out of his burning coffin. Jamie?
Yes, it's a nice image. It's really nice.
Is that all the information I just gave right there? I think so.
I don't have a look at the image itself.
I think Survivor Series 2005 is.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
Number 2, I had Mr. Socko because I love that. And number 1 was The Rock. Take that move, shine it up real nice, turn that son of a bitch sideways and stick it straight up your Rudy Poo candy ass. That is all on that card.
And it's all going down the image because
it's amazing. Is that the best Rock card they've ever made?
It's also in Rock's palm of his hand as well, above all the text.
It's
the
so
formatting
good.
is all wrong. It's so good.
It's a very expensive card to try and find as well, I think. But
it's a rare one, yeah.
It's a very rare one, but it's very cool. I didn't know that card existed. So thank you for giving this, because I never knew that card existed. That may be my new Grail to go and get, to be honest, because that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's it from me.
Cool, right. I'll run through mine. So I'm very much in the same vein as what Dave said. I kind of just went for either dumb stuff or cool stuff. I don't know. And similar to Dave, I don't know what sets these are from or anything. I was just looking at them. So I'm going to start off number 5, Booker T. I had to do it. It is Booker T's got some interesting cards out there, but this one he is called Product Placement. So it's him eating a bowl of pasta or something.
Chef Boyardee, I think.
Chef Boyardee. He's got a grin on his face. It's just a random as fuck card. But yeah, he's had like the Spinneroonie and, cards and the 5x5x5x. He just got some random cards, our Booker. Number 4, I've gone for, it is literally a picture of a turnbuckle with the WWF logo. Find me another turnbuckle card. I'll wait, because there ain't one. Even Slam Attacks didn't go this far as to make, I know they had the chairs and stuff like that, but yeah, it's just random, isn't it? It's just weird. And I liked that WWF scratch logo, so I just thought that looked cool on the card. Number 3, I've gone for Dave's partner in the Road Dogg to his badass Billy Gunn. And in the card, in the image of the card, he's doing the old shake, rattle and roll straight left hand to Chris Benoit. So just thought it was really cool. That move as well. Like, I don't know if you guys used to beat up your mates or wrestle your mates or anything when you were kind of in school and stuff, but I did, and that was always a fun one to do, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, shake rattle.
Little shake, rattle and roll. So yeah, loved that. I really liked the Road Dogg in that era. I used to wear a Road Dogg t-shirt all the time and things like that. So.
You know how we had Earl Hebner once on an autograph between The Rock and Austin? I think you need referee Jack Doan to sign that card. He got a little Jack Doan in the corner.
Jack Doan there. I'll see. I'll let you know how that goes. Number 2, I've gone for The Rock. He's got 2 trash can lids, so one in each hand, and he's just given Shane McMahon a good clap round the head. It's just a cool shot, isn't it? And I think there's something. I'm sure I've had a similar-ish card in my top 5s before. Chair shots to the head, ladders to the face, and now
trash cans to the ears.
Trash can lids to the ears. So that's my number 2. And then number 1, it is the APA, Bradshaw and Farouk. They're sat at the poker table. Door to the office is behind them. and they've got a super menacing kind of look on their face. And it's almost like you've said something really stupid in front of them, and they've both looked up from their cards and like been like, what? Do you know what I mean? They've just got that look of disgust on their face. Yeah, like, what the fuck? And they never really, like, I know that both JBL and Ron Simmons have cards in sets in like Panini and stuff, but they never kind of seem to do this era of the APA. It's always the Acolytes or, you know, JBL as JBL or Justin Hawk Bradshaw, I think they did in one of them, and Ron Simmons, it's always
as Ron Simmons
winning the WCW title, or as like Farouk as the nation leader, and I can't think, or maybe I'm wrong, maybe there is an APA card where they're sat, you know, around the poker table and stuff, but I couldn't think of one. So that is why that is my number one. I'd like to see more of that, please.
I would, before we get into the countdown, with Raw Deal, can you imagine if you had like a photogenic set of these kind of images? You could have so many cool cards throughout these entire sets. There are so many like crazy images you just don't see anywhere else.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I propose we don't do a Mega 5 today for these? Because I think there's all very personal choices. And ultimately, I think it's going to be really hard to try and put like what a top 5 out of these, to be honest. I'm happy not happy not to Mega 5 them. That's what I'm getting at.
That's fine with me. I mean, I will say another thing as well is when we do go to the pub, I will bring my Raw Deal binder and you can flick through there, Lloydy, and have a look at all the random shit throughout the years that Raw Deal have done and the random stuff that you can have.
Lucky me. No, I look forward to it. To be fair, like, I joke, but I had a good time looking at bits and pieces on this. Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna lie and say I love them. I don't think they're the cards for me, but I can understand Jamie and Chris as well why you do like them. And Jamie loved them because they are from the time and the era that you loved and you grew up watching this stuff. I'm a bit before, so when I look at this stuff, it hasn't got as much meaning. So that's the only real reason. And I think some of the cards are just completely insane, but that rock card I love. Love it.
I found it really fun just looking through them and just being like, there was a lot of random stuff. There was one card which I nearly put in. I can't think who it was. It's like Trish and maybe Stacy, and they've got a snake in between them. Do you know the card, Jamie?
Not off the top of your head, no.
They look like they're scissoring.
Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't seen
Jamie's
it.
quickly going to look at it.
Jamie's stress testing this.
There was another one where it was like the hose or something like that as well. So there was some random stuff in there. But
time ones.
Of their time, yeah. I'm fine not doing a top 5, like you say. It's a bit too random and personal. So yeah, cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Wicked, right. I think we are at the end of the show. It's go home time. Plug us up, Jamie.
Cool. Right. So as always, if you want to find us online, you can find us on Facebook. We're also in the Card Tricks WhatsApp community. Again, lots of different rooms and different group chats in there. So if you want to come find us, you can. While we're talking about Card Tricks, again, if you haven't bought from them before or used Whatnot with them before, they have now got a new discount code for us. The code is Arthur, as in the name, and then cost. And they'll give you half the cost of your spot up to the value of £25 discount. So definitely well worth picking up. And it's a really good discount code that Chris has done for us over there. So definitely do that. I will drop it into the Facebook group if people want to sort of copy and paste that in, but that's valid on any break. So definitely do get involved with that one. If you want to find us on Instagram, we're at Squared Circle Reddit Podcast on Instagram. And if you want to find us on X, not that we're really using it, I don't think, Lloydy, you can find us at SCR Pod on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, really.
Yeah, I'm still there on it. I haven't posted in yonks, but yeah, I'm still there.
Nice. And that's it. That's all from me, plug-wise.
Cool, Dave.
So, D_Lloydy boy on Insta. Nobody ever messages me. It's fine. Okay, fair enough. Maybe a little plug. I don't know. Like, I'm being invited to come on to CFP. Well, it's really Johnny's show on CFP on the Patreon exclusive. So, Trav and I are both going on there with Johnny to talk about comic books, which I'm very much looking forward to. So one of the only topics we've decided never to talk about on this show with regarding as a coffee break is comic books, because the other boys don't. My bread and butter growing up has always been comic books, DC, Marvel generally. So I'm very much looking forward to this. So we record on Saturday. God knows where it'd be out, because I'm pretty sure it's a monthly show, so it's probably be out next month. But looking forward to that. If you haven't subscribed to the Patreon on CFP, why not? Now's the time. You can get into the Facebook group, talk to like-minded people over the pond. We're across the pond. They're over the pond. And give Danny abuse. So why not? So happy days. He's still a cock. Never got back to me at all, ever. Amazing. But yeah, that's it from me. Chris?
It's not quite. So, Dave, it's your show next time. So what are you choosing for your top 5?
So top 5, forgot about this. So top 5 Vince McMahon cards. Let's be topical. No, I joke. Top 5 wrestlers who have held the hardcore title. Bonus points goes to if the hardcore title is in the picture with them.
Oh, nice.
I think that's cool bonus points.
What
and
about
then
it's just the hardcore title, or is that no good?
I mean, there is
Is that what
a card. There is a card. There's a No Mercy card.
Let's say we can't use that one.
No Mercy cards. Okay.
The No Mercy hardcore champion set.
Do you know that is in my PC? Like, I've got obviously the Angle rookie card, but I've always kept the silver hardcore title. It's the only title card that I have in my set that I love, and I'd never get rid of it. It's mad, isn't it?
I think the cool thing with that hardcore title set, so that insert, the first image is obviously the belt, but you've actually got your first 6 hardcore champions, and it says like what their reigns were, and they beat the people before. I think that's a really cool concept to have that title reign as an insert.
That's
set.
really cool, yeah.
Then it went a bit mad, and then you couldn't have random people on it, like Joel Briscoe and Pat Patterson. Yeah. So there we go.
Cool.
So yeah, looking forward to that. Obviously, try to not use raw deal cards, but I think you might have to. I think you might have to sometimes, because a lot of the hardcore era, title era, was around the raw deal
that era
side.
When Raw Deal was sort of coming out, wasn't it? So
yeah, so you might have to, but let's see what we find. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It can be a winner of the hardcore belt later on down the line as well. It doesn't need that, you know what I mean? So it doesn't need to be, the card doesn't need to be from the era. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's it from me, Chris.
Cool. So yeah, so next time we've got that as a top 5, we'll have photogenic as the big topic, so that'll be fun as well. Just wanted to wait, I think, where hobby isn't out for photogenic yet, it'd just be nicer to see more of the product. Obviously, we've only really seen FOTL so far, so in a couple of weeks we should have seen more of that. Should be a good show. So from myself, catch me on YouTube and Instagram at Cambridge Trading Cards. If you're going to the Southampton Card Show this weekend on the 28th, which is Saturday, then please feel free to come and say hello. I'll probably be wearing a Cambridge shirt. That makes sense, doesn't it? Cambridge Cards, Cambridge shirt. And yeah, hoping to pick up some sealed product there if possible to open on the channel. and get back into it. But yeah, still been posting on Instagram, so check me out there as well. And that's about it from us this week. Would you like to say goodbye, boys?
See you later.
See you later.
Bye, boys.
Fuck John Cena.